Bethany.
Hi.
Good to see you. I am here at Legacy Bagelry in Springfield, Missouri. This is the home of some of the best bagels that I've ever had, and we're going to meet the couple behind them today. How did bagels happen for you? I mean, where did that even come from?
Originally, we were kind of like just working together with family businesses and stuff, and we had kind of wanted to do something together, but on our own, and something to support ourselves. So once we got to this Springfield area, we started baking our own bagels. We did wholesale. We ended up growing out of the kitchen that we rented, and then we opened up our own bakery space.
It's almost impossible to find a good bagel in this part of the country. I mean, really, the actual boiled bagels. So where did you learn that technique?
We learned it on our own because we would bake them for the farmer's market, which you can sell from a home kitchen. So we made thousands of bagels, and we boiled them with like 3 different pots of water, every pot we had, and then we cooked them in like little 18-inch ovens. You know, it was a lot of experimenting.
Well, I remember the very first time that I came into Legacy Bagelry. The moment I tried one of these bagels, I was in love. It is delicious, delicious. And until you have an authentic bagel like this, you just don't know what a bagel can actually be.
Yep.
Why is it important to you to have those wholesome, organic, non-processed ingredients? Why does that matter?
Once I started having kids, it was just like, we need to watch these things. So we just started to really understand more about how farming has changed, and everything has changed, and it really wasn't meant to be that way. So I think it's just more about, like, we learned personally what we want to be putting into our bodies.
What I like about what you're doing is that there aren't any gimmicks. You're doing traditional food in the right way. You're not, you know, putting some cutesy spin on it. It's just real, honest food.
We want to do it right, so.
What makes a bagel a bagel?
A bagel differs from a lot of other things in the fact that the recipe is very simple. There's only 5 ingredients in a bagel. It differs from bread, especially, mainly in its process, which is kind of what gives it that characteristic flavor.
How did you develop the process of doing these very traditional boiled bagels? Because not a lot of people bother with the boiling step.
There are processes that mimic this, but still don't get the full quality of an actual boiled and handmade bagel. A bagel should have a very rich, complex flavor, similar to a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee, when you drink it, you realize, hey, I get notes of this, this, and this in the coffee. It's kind of the same with a bagel. We look for certain notes within the bagel.
And what's your favorite?
My favorite bagel is actually the poppy seed bagel.
Yeah?
The subtle nuances in the flavor of just the plain bagel with the nutty topping of a poppy seed. Once it's baked, it kind of gets a nutty flavor. That's my favorite.
What do you envision for Legacy Bagelry kind of going forward? Where do you want to take it?
We actually had discussed opening up a second location.
Tell me it's going to be in St. Louis.
We haven't decided yet, but we do know that that's probably going to be a little ways down the road. Everything that we do is slow. We follow that same model with our business. We want to get it perfect before we do it again. And it's obviously not a simple process. So that is the plan eventually, is to do something like that.
I feel like what you guys are doing here really embodies the current ethos of what food should be.
Exactly. The process lends itself to that. Whereas most people, the process is too quick, they don't use as high quality ingredients, and then so therefore you don't get those flavors. The ingredients and time put into it really make a difference.
Oh, well, and you can taste the difference.
Definitely.
Let me just tell you.
Definitely.
You can taste the difference. You need to have these bagels.